Dear subscribers and viewers, here's an interesting MUFON case file I found to be authentic. The case number is 79112, July 27, 2016. It says my wife and I were hiking and had reached Anderson Pass, the saddle next to Kings Peak, which is the highest peak in Utah. The area is very remote. I stood on the saddle and took pictures of the horizon in every direction. When I got home and, 3 weeks later, was viewing the pictures on my large computer screen, I noticed this object in the sky. I can't describe it as anything other than a UFO. End quote. YouTuber Darren Crapio and I have noticed that UFOs may be intentionally getting into our photo without the person realizing until later. I think these UFOs intentionally do this to give us hints to their nature and behavior and as a way of testing us. What makes me think this is real is the irregular shape, and that the person took the time to upload it to MUFON. It is not a perfect flying saucer like what you might see on third phase. That does not mean everything on third phase is fake. I'm sure these UFO know of the YouTube channel and take advantage of it. They might go as far as appearing all out to a person, knowing that person will want to remain anonymous to decrease the context of the sighting, in turn building doubt in us. They don't want us to fully know their nature. These UFOs strategically plan every time they choose to shift into visible light. They seem to be choosing when to appear, which means they have an agenda in affecting us psychologically, and the internet is their tool of disclosure, but we have this natural distrust on the internet to what's real, so knowing this, they are not afraid to appear more often. They are hiding in plain sight. For this object, the irregular shape indicates the object is moving very fast and is warped. I believe these objects have the ability to morph, which should make us really question if the term craft is appropriate. It seems to act more like a substance that is intelligent. It's hard to believe, but the object you're looking at may actually be the being itself. It's not a craft and it's not biological. I think these are more supernatural in nature. At what level I do not know. Another example where we see this behavior of the supernatural is in the apparition of Mary phenomenon, where people will capture what looks to be a blob of white light that seems to take on the shape of a person. Many want to assume this is demonic in order to disprove the Catholic Church. The Church is very careful in categorizing these events. They try to have a rational approach to it, which I respect. For example, this image was taken in Medjugorje, but they have not declared it a good apparition as they did with Fatima. What most people don't realize is supernatural beings have limitations in their ability according to Catholic and Islamic scholars. Most poltergeist cases have very constant patterns. They lack freedom of movement, unlike these UFO orbs that take on a saucer-like forms or these orbs. Both demonic and angelic beings play this hide-and-seek game, for they know it affects our free will. What I would like to know is if supernatural beings had once started out biological 1 billion years ago or more and have evolved to this supernatural state of existence. So where do we draw the line of what's natural and what's supernatural? If you haven't seen my video on Medjugorje, please do so in my playlist Unexplained Paranormal Events. Let us know if you had a paranormal event.
Alright, there it is. I got it on camera.
Oh my god!
You zoom in more?
There's a cloud.
You know,
and there's a flying saucer.
No strings on it, no ropes on it, like it busted loose from a car.
There's the houses down here. I don't know if I'm getting it or not.
Oh, the top is even metallic-y, you know, so like aluminum.
Whoever's flying it, they're flying like something. I think it's somebody's like remote controlling thing.
No, that's...
It's so far away, I don't know if I'm getting it.
Cole, you know the cameras on this thing? I can't get them. I can't. It zooms a lot.
must be about 3,000 feet up now, I'd say. Wow, look at that. Nobody's gonna believe us except I got it on film, huh?